YouTube, I'm back again with another pickups video. I just want to show you the Blu-rays and a few DVDs that I've grabbed over the last week. So firstly, going back to last Sunday, I had a ride out. I needed to go to HMV to get a birthday present. So while I was in town, I had to look around the usual haunts. Obviously being a Sunday, none of the charity shops were open, but I did look in the pound shop and in CEX. I picked up one Blu-ray from the pound shop, and that was Ben Collins' Stunt Driver. Comes with the slipcover. I haven't watched this yet, but I'll give it a go. And then the one and only item I picked up from CEX was this Lego Batman the Movie DC Superheroes Unite. This is the limited edition that comes with the Lego minifigure. This one being Clark Kent. It was only £2.50. I was really chuffed with that. I do like these Lego box sets. They come with the figure. And this actually came with 2 ultraviolet codes. I don't know why. I redeemed one, no problem myself. This is the second one. If you want to give it a try, it's obviously second hand. I don't know if this has been redeemed or not, but there you go. If someone wants to give it a go, so if you try it and it works, just leave a comment down below, let me know. Similarly, if you try and it doesn't work, or if somebody's already left a comment to say that it has worked, then you know that it's gone. Anyway, rambling. Moving on. So on, I think Monday, during my lunch break, I had a ride into town near where I work. Just had a quick look around the charity shops, in the pound shop. That particular pound shop, haven't had anything new for weeks, so I didn't get anything there. But yeah, in the charity shop, this was from Sioux Riders. Although it looks as if it says £5, it's actually 50p. This is a Cynthia, put my teeth back in, Cynthia Rothrock movie, Prince of the Sun. I think she's quite underrated, Cynthia Rothrock. I used to enjoy her movies back in the 80s and even into the 90s, but this is one I've not seen. So yeah, for 50p, definitely give it a try. And Butterwick Hospice, usually their DVDs are all £1, but they have a sign up now saying 2 for £1, so I had a quick look. There was really only a couple that I fancied. First one was Loose Cannons. Vaguely remember seeing this back in the 80s, but I don't remember anything about it, so looking forward to giving that a go again. And this is actually a Region 1 release. Bull Durham, Kevin Costner, comes with this slipcover. I don't think I've seen this one. I'm not sure. Then yesterday, I had a walk into town locally. My local pound shop had actually some new stock in, and while I was there, I did a little bit of a video that I put up on Instagram. So if you want to check that out, go and take a look. Just be flicking through what they got in. There wasn't an awful lot, but they got a few new titles, and out of them I picked up the Lorax. I got this quite recently on Blu Ray 3D, but the reason I got this one because it had not only an ultraviolet copy, which my 3D version was missing, but it was also iTunes as well. And you don't seem to get iTunes digital copies these days, but there's been a few recently that have been 4, 5, even 6 years old, that the iTunes copy was still valid, and it was the same with this. I'm not sure when this came out, about 2012, maybe 13, something like that. But both the ultraviolet and the iTunes digital copies were still valid, they hadn't expired, so I was chuffed about that. And again, from the pound shop, transporter refueled. Certainly not as good as the original Transporter movies. I saw this on Netflix a couple of weeks ago. It was okay, I didn't hate it. I'll definitely watch it again. And this one I know nothing about. Most Violent Year. Then while I was in town, I had to drop into CEX, see what they had, and picked up a few bits and bobs. So I got one missed call, that was 75p. Dragon Wars, which was 50p. Drag Me to Hell, which is £1.50. The Hunger Games Catching Fire, 75p. Here's the slip cover, and once again we have another ultraviolet. This I already have in my collection, so again, this is a used Blu-ray. I don't know if this has been redeemed or even if it's still valid, but there it is if you want to give it a try. Yep, 75p for that. Then Avatar, the 3D edition. Of all the 3D movies, I've never seen this in 3D, so I'm definitely looking forward to checking that out. This I already own. I literally bought it for the case, and the reason is these particular style of case 88 Films have done for probably the first 20, I want to say 22 volumes of their Slasher Classics collection, and all of a sudden they've changed to a new type of case which isn't as translucent as this, and is if I can just grab one, maybe not so easy to see, but it's very different. It's even a different shade of red. It's square on the corners, but when you actually have them all together on the shelf, they look odd. So I'm going to replace that case with this case and then just sell this one on. Moving forward, 88 Films have said they're going to be using those new cases, but I don't suppose it'll matter too much, because at least the next two releases are coming with slip covers, as quite a few of the more recent releases have also come with slip covers. I think there's one missing from that set that I haven't got yet, but I don't know whether that will come with the old style case or the new style case. But for now, yeah, for £4 for an exchange of case, even if I just make my money back on this, it means I've got a free case. Yeah. And then the one thing I was really, really happy to have grabbed hold of, the Big Lebowski. I own the Big Lebowski. I've got the HD DVD and I've got the Real Heroes Blu Ray edition, but this is the digibook. Never ever ever see these out in the wild. They occasionally come up on eBay at ridiculous prices, 25, 30, 35 quid. That's way too much for me. This was £8, which for this movie is expensive, but because it was this edition, yeah, I went for it. Unfortunately, it's missing the J card, which well, it's I do prefer to have them complete, but when else am I going to see this? It also, oddly, even though the J card was missing, the previous owner had kept the digital copy inside for some odd reason. Well, obviously because I never used it, because when I tried it, it was unused. But they chucked away or lost the J card, but kept the digital copy even though they hadn't used it, which is weird. But yeah, I'm really, really happy to have got hold of that. Awesome. Then a few odd things from eBay. Some Arrow releases, some older Arrow releases. King of New York. This is a dual format edition with DVD and Blu-ray. But more importantly, it's the older release, which I like to get with the white border. And same with this one, Battle Royale. Again, the older release. This is the 3-disc edition, Blu Ray and DVD. So, chuffed that I got that. They were fairly reasonable priced. And Tenebrae. This is a deleted release. The release it's available now is only Blu-ray. This is again the dual format with the DVD and the Blu-ray. It's also the remastered edition, which I already have on Steelbook, but this is much easier as a copy to watch than going in and out of the Steelbook. And then one pickup from 88 Films, one that I was missing, the Couch Trip. Picked this up for a £5 off eBay. Yeah, really happy to have got that. And finally, these last two came from Network on Air. They had a sale last week, so I had a browse through, picked up a bunch of Blu-rays and a DVD. These are the only two that have arrived up to now, so hopefully the rest will come soon, have been dispatched. But these two were less than £10 for the pair. So I've got Hawk the Slayer. This film is really, really cheesy, but so much fun. I remember this from the 80s. I must have recorded it off the telly because I had it on a Betamax. That's how long ago it was. I recorded it on a Betamax and watched it numerous times until that video was sold. Probably about 88, 89 when I upgraded to VHS. And I don't know that I've seen this film since then. I watched it the other night. Like I say, it's very cheesy but a lot of fun. Yeah, I recommend anyone who likes the sword and sorcery, give that a go. And then finally, I had to grab it, even though I only got the DVD a few weeks ago, Weekend at Bernie's. I've been searching for this on Blu-ray at a decent price, which it just never seems to go down. But yeah, I got it, I think it was £4.60 something in the sale, so I was really chuffed. So yeah, that's it. That's everything I've picked up over the last week, apart from what I got at the car boot sale this morning, which I've done in a separate video. Yeah, so I will catch you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Ta-ra.